Hello guys and welcome to another new video with two upcoming executive condo or EC launches coming up in Tengah and Tampines. I thought it would be a good idea to tell you guys all you need to know about ECs. So after watching this video and you're interested to know more, please feel free to contact me and I'll provide you with all the help you need. So let's dive right into the topic. What exactly is an EC? So ECs are a hybrid of private and public housing. They are developed and sold by private developers at a subsidized rate, but come with eligibility conditions and restrictions set by HDB. Physically, they are indistinguishable from private condominiums and serve as a cheaper alternative for Singaporeans who wish to own a brand new private condominium but don't really have the means to afford one. So, who can buy an EC? The eligibility conditions are pretty similar to a BTO flat application. First, you need to form a family nucleus under the public scheme, fiancé scheme, or orphan scheme. The main applicant has to be a Singaporean citizen, and the other applicants or essential occupiers have to be a Singaporean citizen or a PR. And the main applicant must be above the age of 21. For singles, you can apply for an EC under the joint single scheme if you're above the age of 35. Your combined monthly income cannot exceed $16,000 at time of application. And all applicants and occupiers must not have owned a private property in the past 30 months. You must also be either a first-timer or second-timer applicant, meaning that you haven't bought a subsidized flat yet, or you've only purchased one in the past. And lastly, you must not have terminated any EC sales and purchase agreement in the past 5 years. Another thing to take note, you have to adhere to a 5-year MOP after you have collected your keys, which is similar to that of a HDB flat. Only after 5 years will your EC be semi-privatized, meaning Singaporeans and PRs can buy the units in the resale market without restrictions. And upon hitting the 10-year mark, foreigners are then allowed to buy the units as well. So how's the payment and what's the procedure like to book an EC? So say you've decided that you want to ballot for Copen Grand, the upcoming EC in Tengah. From 7 to 17 October, you'll be allowed to view the show flat and submit the e-application online. Once your application has been approved, you'll receive a queue number after the balloting has been done. Now on booking day, once you've decided on the purchase, you'll be required to pay a booking fee of 5% in cash. And after this, you get a letter of offer from your bank to secure a bank loan. About a month after the booking, you'll receive the sales and purchase agreement, and you'd have 3 weeks to pay the 15% down payment and buyer stamp duty either in cash or CPF. So there are two types of payment schemes when it comes to an EC. Firstly, it's a normal payment scheme where you'd have to pay the remaining 5% down payment and progressive loans according to this table here, just like any new launch condo. But if you've opted for the deferred payment scheme, you won't have to fork out a single cent until the development is ready for vacant possession. But do note that the sale price for the deferred payment scheme will be around 3% higher than if you had opted for the normal payment scheme, which I think is very fair as it eases up your cash flow in the next few years. The deferred payment scheme also allows for buyers who have the ability to fork out the down payment in cash but don't qualify for a loan yet to purchase the EC. So let's say you're looking to buy a $1.2 million unit and have enough cash to pay the first 20%, which is around $240,000. But your salary isn't high enough or you haven't started working to qualify for a loan. You can still go ahead and make the purchase first and apply for a loan closer to a TOP date when your income has gone up. The deferred payment scheme also makes it easier for second timers to afford an EC because you can take a deferred bridging loan. So if you guys want to know more about that, do contact me as it can get a little complicated. Other perks for second timers is you won't have to pay ABSD and you'll be granted the full 75% loan to value when taking a loan for an EC. So yeah, the option of having the deferred payment scheme actually opens up a lot of doors for potential buyers. So, why should you buy an EC in the first place? Buying an EC essentially means you're buying a new launch condo at a subsidized rate. The developers are awarded EC land at close to a 30% subsidy compared to new launches. This means that the developers can sell you at a cheaper price as well. Recent new launches in the outside central region have been selling for more than 1,800 per square feet. If the two new ECs in Tengah and Tampines were to launch at 1,002, 1,003 per square feet, doesn't that sound super attractive? The developers also won't be able to price it too aggressively due to the fact that there is an income ceiling coupled with other restrictions for the purchaser. You may also be eligible for grants. Yes, you heard that right. You can get grants for purchasing a condominium. And you can consider this as a long-term investment. So real estate is probably the most expensive item you will ever buy in your life. So wouldn't it be better if you're actually making your money work for you? So look at these charts over here. These are all ECs and they have appreciated tremendously once they are in the resale market after MOP. Do you think that buying a resale HDB or a resale condo will grant you the same amount of appreciation? Very unlikely, right? So let's take a deeper dive into EC as an investment. So let's say you are buying a $1.3 million unit and it grows at 3.5% a year, which is rather conservative compared to the 4, 5, 6% that I've showed you earlier on. So assuming that the interest rate stays high at around 3%, in 9 to 10 years when your EC MOPs, you would have made over $300,000 in pure profits. And that translates to around a 6.13% annualized return. And don't forget, you still have a place to live in for 5 of those years. To me, if I were going to buy a house anyway, I'd definitely pick a place where there's room for capital appreciation. So if you are someone with no luck or don't qualify for BTO flat, or you are a HDB upgrader looking to buy a private property, here's your golden moment. And EC is really a no-brainer if you qualify for one. So that's all for this video. If you'd like to learn more about the upcoming EC launches, do contact me. My number is flashing on the screen now. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!